Good morning, dear 6th standard students. Today we are going to see about forces and motion. So before that, you need to know two important terms. One is push, another one is pull. What is the meaning of push? Pushes move object away from you. What is meant by pull? Applying force on an object towards you. So this is the difference between push and pull. In Tamil you will be saying it as push means தள்ளுறது, pull means இழுக்கிறது. So push, always you move object away from you. For example, pushing a door. Pull means always by applying force, always you are bringing back the object towards you. For example, there is a game called tug of war. TUG, tug, OF, of war, WAR. In this tug of war game, there will be rope, and this side some people will be standing, and another side some people will be standing. So the people who are participating in the game, they will pull the rope towards them. This side people, they will pull the rope towards them, and this side, opposite side people, they will pull the rope towards them. So that is one of the example for pull. Or for example, if you are having fridge, there will be tray inside the fridge, you will be pulling the tray from the fridge. These are some of the examples for push and pull. Pull, bring object towards you. Okay, so now you understood the term, what is meant by push, what is meant by pull. Introduction. Push or pull results in some motion of the object. What is meant by motion? Motion means some movement, changes in position. When there is some change in position with respect to time, that is called motion. So you can see some of the examples I have given in red color font. When we open the door, kick a football, lift our school bag, these all involves motion, and there is some push or pull in this activity. Okay, so now you understood the term push, pull. Motion, change in position with respect to time is called motion. Now motion and rest. Suppose there is a book on your table right in the middle. So you can see in this second slide. Okay, here there is a table. So consider this diagram as an example. You just assume there is a book on the table. Okay, whether the book is moving? No, it is on the table. You can see that book is not moving. So what you will be saying, that state, that is called rest. When the book is not moving, it is at the center of the table, that is said to be at rest. So that's what they mentioned here. It is not moving, it is at rest. Now you are going to push the book from one side of the table to other side of the table. Then you are applying some force in order to push the book from one side of the table to other side of the table. So now the book is said to be moving. When the book was at the same place, it is said to be rest. But when it is pushed from one place to another place, it is said to be moving. So there is a change of position of this book with reference to time, and that is called motion. So this explanation, you need to know what is meant by motion. When there is any change in position with respect to time, it is called motion. You have to read this. When there is a change of position of an object with respect to time, then it is called motion. If it remains stationary, then it is called rest. So this is the difference between motion and rest. They can ask the difference between motion and rest, or push and pull. So these differences you need to know. It is the basic thing you need to know. consider this activity, you have to identify whether it is a push or pull. See, in the first image, you can see a girl. Okay, she needs some water, so she is pulling the pulley in order to bring the water from the well. So this is pull. And here in second image, this is the second image, the man is pushing. He pushes those vegetables that is on his table. And next thing, this boy, third image, he pushed the wheel to move forward. He pushes the wheel to move forward. And here that girl, fourth image, see, when she is pushing, the girl moves forward. Okay, and in the next image, in order to apply brake, see, you can see this rope. Okay, so he is pulling the bullock in order to stop the vehicle. In order to stop this bullock cart, he is pulling. And in the last image, you can see he is pushing the hammer. So push. Okay, so the answer here it is, for first image it is pull, second image push, third image push, fourth image push, and next image it is pull, and the last image it is push. Okay, here take the case of a book on a table at rest. Already I have shown this image. Consider a book is on the table. Now it is at a rest position. Is it really without any motion? Motion means any movement. Okay, we all know that Earth is rotating on its axis. Anything lies to the surface of Earth is considered to be in motion. So here, if you see, we people are on the earth. The book is on the table, but it means that it is on the surface of the earth. So with reference to sun, you need to remember the galaxy, our solar system. Okay, listen. Actually, the sun will be there in center. The sun will be there, and all those planets will be revolving around the sun. This is center sun, and all our planets, including Earth. Earth is our planet. Even Earth will be revolving around the sun. So consider, you have to imagine our solar system in this case. So here we know that the earth is rotating on its axis. That is what I am trying to say here. The earth is rotating on its axis. Therefore, the table along with the book must be rotating. Always remember, motion depends upon, it is always with respect to time and location. Anything lies on the surface of the earth is in motion. So here book is also in motion with respect to sun. But according to us, the book is considered to be stationary. Okay, therefore, look at the second paragraph. Therefore, from the point of view of ground on which we stand, the book is at rest. According to us, because we are on the earth and we are on the surface of the ground, according to us, the book is at rest. Okay, so it differs from observer. It differs from person to person. Consider another one example. Suppose we all are traveling in a train, or we all are traveling in a bus. You would all have experienced this. Okay, for example, sometimes we can see the trees seem to move backwards. When we travel on the train or when we travel on the bus, the trees seem to move backwards, and the things inside the bus will be stationary. The things inside the train will be stationary. Okay, for example, consider this example. Consider this sample. Okay, there is a train track, and here a train is going. Okay, here one person is sitting on the train track. One person is sitting and watching the train is moving. From observer point of view, he is considered to be observer. from observer point of view, the train is moving. The person sitting inside the train, they are moving. Now, you have to consider the position from as a person sitting inside the train. So, this is a train, a person is sitting here, and opposite to him another one person is sitting. But according to this person is stationary. They are not moving. They are inside the train, they are inside the bus, they all consider to be stationary. Whereas if you consider the same thing from another person point of view, from observer point of view, the train is moving, the person sitting inside the train, they all are moving. So remember that all persons sitting in a train or bus will be stationary with respect to each other. The person standing or watching along the track will see the person and everyone else in the train as being in motion, moving. So from this, what you can infer, what you can understand, an object may be in motion with respect to another object, and it may be stationary with respect to third object. So now, how things move. When we kick a ball, it moves. When we push the book on the table, it moves. When a bullock pulls the cart, the cart moves. Motion occurs when the object is pulled or pushed. In daily life, we pull out water from the well with bucket, or the animal pulls a bullock cart. So it may be a person or it may be a thing. So this is called as animate agency that does the pushing or pulling work. So what is the meaning of animate? Animate means some action. It has some life. Okay, inanimate means it don't have life. It doesn't have life. Okay, so you need to know the difference between animate and inanimate. Sometimes we see a tall grass on the garden. Okay, so on the garden you can see a tall grass, it is moving along the wind. You can find a piece of wood on the water flow. So we know that blowing wind and flowing water is the cause for the movement. So the push or pull, it can be due to inanimate agency also. So in the first paragraph you can see it is because of animate agency. Here you can see it is because of inanimate agency. For example, blowing wind that makes the grass to move, flowing water that brings the wood down in the stream. So these are called inanimate agency. Whereas here we are using a bullock cart and we are pushing the book on the table. So these all comes under animate agency, and blowing wind, flowing water comes under inanimate agency. So forces are push or pull by an animate or inanimate agency. Dear students, and this class will be over. Next class we can see what are the different types of motion, what is meant by contact and what is meant by non-contact force. Okay, thank you.